What up, guys? It's Josiah, and today we are reading, Julian Secret Agent. Yes, Chapter 8. We watched the wizard. We ran until we couldn't run anymore. If there hadn't been a building to fall against, we'd have dropped on the sidewalk. Instead, we propped ourselves against the wall and breathed hard. It'll probably be alright, I said. We didn't actually go in the bar. I mean, way in. We didn't order a beer or anything. If the ham and eggs man mentions us to Dad and Dad talks to us, we can just say, I don't know what. We can just say we wanted to see what a bar looks like, he suggested. That might work, I said. I didn't want to worry anymore. It was too hot to worry. Gloria wiped her face with her hand. I sure am thirsty, she said. I could choose a soft drink. She looked around. Across the street was a big sign. It said, King Man's Cafe, air conditioned. We could go in there, I said. Okay, Gloria said. We staggered on over. Gloria breathed deeply. It's nice and cool in here, she said. We were sitting in a big wooden booth back in the corner. The air conditioner was above us, clanking every now and then. Besides the air conditioner, there were ceiling fans, a jukebox, a painting of a green forest on the back wall, and the long counter with the kind of stools that spin around. Behind the counter was a big opening to the kitchen. There was a conveyor belt that led from the kitchen to the front counter, but there wasn't a single person in sight. Is there a waiter? I said. No, answered a voice. Could you bring us a menu? Gloria asked. Nope, answered the voice. Is this a restaurant? Huey said. The best, said the voice. It's the best because I'm the best. The voice continued. I'm the food wizard. I know what people want before they know. For instance, I know you. Water types, right? And 3 glasses of water with ice and straws skidded down the conveyor belt on a tray, got to the bottom, and bumped on the long counter. You want 'em? Said the wizard. Go get 'em. We got up and went to the counter and finished off the water. 3 more glasses came down the ramp on another tray. We decided to drink those at the counter so maybe we could see the wizard. But he was still out of sight. This place is modern, said the voice of the food wizard. For instance, I'm speaking to you now from the walk-in refrigerator, which is a perfect place for a summer vacation in this town. For instance, I don't even have to leave the walk-in refrigerator to answer the telephone. It's a speakerphone. It goes on by itself, like now. We heard a little bell ring, and a different voice. A voice on the phone line. TJ, this is Barry. 1 club sandwich with cheddar. Teddy bear, said another voice. This is Nemo, egg salad, pizza sandwich, root beer, chips. Knuckleball, said the third voice. This is Harry. Roast beef on rye, pickles, Chinese rice, tea. Ted, said the fourth voice. This is Art. Swiss cheese with turkey, coleslaw and radishes. Eddie, said the fifth voice. This is Rick. 1 corned beef on whole wheat. Junior, this is Harvey. Liver and onions. Waldorf on salad on the side. The phone clicked off. Friend, said the voice of the wizard. They're building a house. They call in their orders and come to pick them up. It is hard to talk to the wizard since his voice was coming out of a loudspeaker, but Gloria tried. So you write down the orders now? She said. Never, said the food wizard. I just remember them. It's a good mental training, along about 2 when the rush is over. I write them down. You want to know where the menu is? Check the timepiece. The what? Huey said. The clock to you, said the wizard. On the wall. We found the clock and started reading the menu next to it. No matter what I ordered, my allowance money would be wiped out. Don't know what you want, do you? Asked the wizard. Figured you for no-spend types. His voice wasn't coming from the loudspeaker anymore. It was coming from the kitchen. We turned around to see him, but all we saw was his back. White pants, white shirt, and a tall white chef's hat. He was moving fast, and his arms were a blur. He had a butter knife in one hand and a pepper grinder in the other. 3 slices of bread in the air. There were small clouds of smoke and steam, and the smells of hamburger, roast beef, pizza, and liver, and onions were scrambling and swirling around. You're fast, Huey told the wizard. Huh? Said the wizard. You haven't seen anything yet. Watch this. You take a tier potato, said the wizard. And tier potato, I said. Yeah, the kind that makes you cry, and you slice it into Russian rings. We got up to the revolving stools to see. It looked like the wizard was slicing something, but we couldn't tell what. Russian rings, said Gloria. Yeah, said the wizard. Make 'em in a rush, and then you go to plate your rings. His hand swept something through something else that was in a bowl. You drop your rings in the think tank. Think tank, said Huey. That's where the tier potatoes gets its last chance to think about its life, explained the wizard. Then you rack your rings. A basket came out of the think tank. Drain and serve. 3 minutes minus 10 seconds, said the wizard. Russian rings. Try 'em, no charge. 1 large plate came rolling down the conveyor belt onto the counter. French fried onion rings, Gloria said. Some folks call 'em that, said the wizard. Myself, I call 'em Russian rings. Now, with these, I always like sad apples. Sad apples, I repeated. That's right, said the wizard. terminally squeezed. He walked to the door of the walk-in refrigerator. In a second, 3 glasses of apple juice rolled down the conveyor belt. Free sample? No charge, said the wizard. Eat up, but you gotta go before 12. When the lunch crowd comes in, there's no room after that. He turned around and smiled at us. He was a young man, maybe 19 or 20 years old. He had a friendly face. There was a little scar above his upper lip. I thought I had seen his face somewhere, but I couldn't remember where. I took 5 Russian rings at once. These are great, I said. Bon appetit, said the wizard. He turned back to the kitchen, picking up a spatula in one hand and a spoon in the other. With his foot, he pressed a button that turned on the jukebox. My favorite song, explained the wizard. Free sample. It's a long road, sang the singer on the jukebox. A long, long road I'm traveling, but there's light at the end of the trail. We finished the Russian rings. I left 5 cents for a tip. Thanks a lot, we said. We were thirsty. Drop by again when you're thirsty, said the wizard. Just not when I'm rushing. Out on the street, the heat wrapped around us again. He's nice, said Huey. He has a nice face, Laura said. Even his scar looks nice. Then I remember where I'd seen that face, like the wizard's, on one of the wanted posters in the post office for Eugene George Johnson, the great imitator. Ooh, that got intense. Hope you guys enjoyed this chapter. If you guys did, see you guys in the next chapter. Bye, guys!